Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, let us start with the variety of forms and schedules and returns. Main individual form is 1040. We already started with this form. All individuals are required to file this form. This form consisting of total 38 points. Every point is having its own information. We are going to cover every point in respective chapter. That's why you are going to take total program 60 days. Form number 1040. Yes, sir. Form number 1040. Yes, sir. Yes, sir means 1040 and 1040. Yes, sir. Both are one and the same. In main form 1040 consisting of 38 points. Similarly, same 38 points would be continued even in 1040 SR. It is useful for senior citizen if the taxpayer age is 65 or more. The font size will be more compared to plain 1040. That is the reason this form issued. Now 1040 NR means non-residents. Basically, taxpayers are dividing into two types. One is citizens of US, two nationals of US. No doubt, these people are responsible to file main form 1040. Other than citizens and other than nationals, technically called aliens. Aliens are basically dividing into two types. Resident aliens, non-resident aliens. When can be called a person resident alien? It is further two types. If the taxpayer is having green card, that taxpayer is technically called resident alien. Second one, substantial period test. Suppose taxpayer is filing tax return in the current year. Last 3 years will be considered to decide whether that person substantial period staying in US or not. To decide current year status, we have to consider last 3 years. Specific number of days clearly given in IRS. That will be covered in subsequent chapter. If that specified number of days stayed by taxpayer in US, definitely it is called resident. In case of the resident, in both the cases, they need to file form number 10. All other aliens then need to 1040 NR. So NR is not applicable to all taxpayers when he is not a citizen of US, not a national of US, and not a resident of US. In that case, that taxpayer has to file 1040 NR. NR means non-residents. We have one more form, 1040 EX. In any previous years, tax returns wrongly filed, tax amounts wrongly paid, but that matter identified in the current year. Definitely, taxpayer has the option to rectify that error by filing of 1040X. So finally, major documents are 1040, 1040 SR, 1040 NR, and amendment purpose 1040X. These are the main returns to be covered. Now coming to schedules. Schedules are basically dividing into two types: Schedule 1, 2, and 3. And Schedule A, B, C, D, E, F, G deleted, and H. Now coming to schedules. Schedule 1. Schedule 1 is basically dividing into two parts. Part 1 and Part 2. This Part 1 covers additional incomes. When we are filing 1040 form, yesterday I have already explained, line item number 8. Line item number 8, additional income from schedule number 1. Main form 1040 identified specific items like wages, capital gain, and interest income and dividend income. But all type of incomes are not possible to include in the main form. That is the reason line item number 8 is included. Reference is given to schedule number 1. And one more point, line item number 10, adjustments to incomes from schedule 1. Schedule 1 consisting of two parts. Part 1 is additional income. Number of items are to be included in schedule 1, part 1. This total will be included in form number 1040, line item number 8. Apart from that, some adjustments are also given. In my first class overview document is given. First, we have to include all type of incomes according to general meaning, not according to IRS. Whatever the income generated by any taxpayer shall be included in all incomes list. But according to IRS, all incomes are not taxable. Certain type of incomes are not treated as incomes at all. According to law, certain items are not incomes at all. So no need to include in form number 1040. No tax will be imposed on that part. So these items are not taking place in form number 1040. Almost 95% items will not take place in form number 1040. very few number of items, even though not taxable, even though not treated as income according to IRS, still ought to be included very few number of items, hardly 3 to 4 items. Even though those 3 to 4 items are included in form number 1040, those are not subject to tax. Tax will not be imposed on that, even though those items are included in form number 1040. So balance amount is whatever the incomes according to IRS, technically called gross income. All those items have to be included in form number 1040. Alternatively, schedule number 1, certain items. Tax will not be imposed on entire gross income. Even though these are incomes according to Act allowing us no need to pay tax on certain type of items. These items are to be deducted in the name of the adjustments. So these adjustments list is clearly given in line item number 10 in main form, adjustments to incomes. Adjustments to income from schedule number 1. This 10th item comes from schedule number 1, part 2. So schedule 1, part 2, we have certain list of items. Even though these items are incomes already included in the list, these items are no need to subject to tax. This total to be included in form number 1040, line item number 10. After deducting of this list, balance amount is subject to tax. So finally, what I want to say, schedule 1 is dividing into 2 parts. Part 1 is additional incomes. Part 2 is adjustments. No need to pay tax, can be deducted. Coming to schedule 2. First, we have to calculate all incomes less exclusions. Balance is gross income. Less we are deducting adjustments. Then we are getting the adjusted gross income. Entire adjusted gross income is not subject to tax. Again, some more items are to be deducted. These deductions are dividing into 1, standard deduction. This standard deduction is fixed by the Act itself. You no need to calculate based on criteria, any criteria. This item is fixed. The standard deduction based on the status of the taxpayer. In previous class, I already explained taxpayer category. 1 is individual, married filing jointly, married filing separately, qualified surviving spouse, and head of household. As I already told you, it is a separate chapter, will be covered subsequently. Based on the status of the taxpayer, the standard deduction amount will be changed. Example, in the case of the individual, up to 15,750, standard deduction can be claimed. Suppose taxpayer income is only 14,000, no need to pay tax at all because it is covering under the standard deduction. Suppose taxpayer income is $16,000, up to 15,750 can be deducted in the form of the standard deduction. only on the balance 250 can be, only 250 is subject to tax. So from the adjusted gross income, variety of the deductions are there. These deductions are, one is standard deduction. Alternatively, taxpayer is having one more option. Instead of taking standard deduction fixed amount like 15,750 in the case of the individual, other option is itemized deductions. These itemized deductions are, suppose any amount spent by the taxpayer for the dental treatment or health treatment, or any interest paid on the home loans, or any contribution given to charitable organizations, qualified charitable organizations. Suppose any casualty loss suffered because of the any theft or any other emergency situations, any loss has happened to the taxpayer. We are having the 8 type of items are given in itemized deductions list. It is purely choice of the taxpayer to claim either standard deduction or itemized deduction. This itemized deductions list is clearly given in schedule number A. When we are studying schedule number A, what are the itemized allowed items? What is the criteria to claim for each type of item? Very clearly going to be covered there. It is purely choice of the taxpayer. Example, in the case of the individual, standard deduction amount is $15,750 up to a year, no need to pay. Or interest paid on home loans, dental or health treatment costs, charitable contribution. These itemized contributions expenses spent according to criteria, amount shall be calculated separately. Suppose that amount is only 10,000. Option is available to the taxpayer, whichever is beneficial to him, he can claim. Obviously, 15,750 is the more amount. He can deduct that item so that he can reduce the tax liability. Suppose itemized deduction amount is say 16,000 instead of 10,000. So again, he has to compare 15,750 standard deduction or 16,000 itemized deduction, which is beneficial to the taxpayer, he can choose. Obviously, he is going to choose 16,000. So this 16,000 can be claimed in the form of the standard deduction oblique itemized deduction. Second one, apart from standard deduction or itemized deduction, one more type of deduction is allowed from the tax year 2025 to 2028. This includes additional type of deductions. This is introduced only in this year. It can be continued only 3 more years. This additional deduction, what type of additional deductions are allowed? One separate schedule has been issued. Schedule number 1A. So schedule number 1, itemized deductions. Schedule number 1A, additional deductions. And one more item is there, qualified business income deductions, QBID. This QBID is not applicable to all taxpayers. Taxpayers are dividing into 2 types. One is business persons, second one is other than business persons. Again, business persons or business is dividing into two types. One is specified type of business and other than specified type of business. If the taxpayer is running specified type of business, Act is allowing the taxpayer to deduct some more deductions in the name of the QBID. So all these are to be deducted from the adjusted gross income. Now Schedule 2. At the end of the year, tax shall be calculated on income. According to IRS, taxes in our case dividing into two types. One is income tax. Second one, some other taxes are also to be imposed. These other taxes are going to be covered in our syllabus. Might be 11th topic, other taxes and taxation. Suppose total income of the taxpayer is 10 lakh. Standard deduction and adjustments, all these are deducted, say 7 lakh. Finally, taxable amount is only 3 lakh. Now on this we have to apply the tax rate, say example 10%. $3 lakh into 10% is $30,000 tax. This is purely income tax. So we need to pay income tax 30,000. This amount directly we are going to load in form number 1040 directly. Apart from that, some variety type of the taxes are there. This will be covered in a separate chapter. One is AMT, alternative minimum tax. That will be covered in separate chapter. Second one, premium tax, credit tax. So this is another type of tax. Premium tax credit means that it is the policy of the US government to have the health insurance policy by every citizen and every resident. If the taxpayer is in a position to pay the insurance premium, he has to pay from his own pocket. If the taxpayer is not in a position to pay the tax, he is not in the bearable condition, it will be decided on certain criteria, will be covered in our subsequent chapters. If the income of the taxpayer is below the poverty line, government itself is paying the insurance premium to the insurance company. But at the time of payment of the insurance company, the taxpayer income will be estimated. Actual income of the taxpayer will know only at the end of the year. But the premium will be paid to the insurance company in the beginning of the year itself. That is the reason at the time of the payment of the insurance premium, both the government and taxpayer not in a position to decide whether that taxpayer income is below poverty line or above poverty line. That is the reason one estimation will be taken by the government from the taxpayer. What will be your income in the current year? Suppose he said that his income is below the poverty line. So in the beginning of the year itself, government is going to pay the premium to the insurance company on behalf of the taxpayer, because his expected income in the current year would be only less than the poverty line. But at the end of the year, if taxpayer income is more than the poverty line, by the time government has already paid insurance premium on behalf of the taxpayer, even though that person is not eligible to take that premium from the government. but government has already paid on behalf of the taxpayer to the insurance company. That is the reason at the end of the year, at the time of filing of the return, this taxpayer has to return that amount to the government in the form of the premium tax credit return. So this would be included in other tax items. Apart from one, income tax, second one is other taxes. This other taxes includes, one is the AMT, second one is premium tax credit returns. What is the meaning of the AMT? Any taxpayer is having income. Example, he is having the 10 lakhs income. Act is allowing to deduct certain items in the name of exclusions, adjustments, standard deduction or itemized deduction. Some other type of the credits will be explained subsequently. In this manner, taxpayer is having the, even though having the 10 lakh income, because of these deductions, it is not a violation of the act. Strictly, even though following the Income Tax Act, taxable amount and tax amount automatically reducing. In our example, even though he is having the 10 lakh income, finally he is going to pay tax of only 20,000. Example. How to calculate that amount will be covered in subsequent chapters. 10 lakh income, tax amount calculated only 20,000. But government sometimes felt bad, even though huge amount is there, income, but paying tax amount is too small. That is the reason one alternative parallel provisions are included in the Income Tax Act. That parallel alternative income tax is technically called AMT, alternate minimum tax. According to this, whatever story I have explained so far, incomes, exclusions, adjustments, standard deduction, temporarily we have to set all this story aside. Another set of provisions coming into the picture to calculate this AMT. Suppose when you are calculating according to AMT calculation, suppose the tax amount we are getting 22,000. In that case, instead of payment of the regular tax provisions tax amount to 20,000, AMT tax amount to 22,000 shall be paid. In our case, normal income tax amount is 20,000. This is main income tax. Additionally, we need to pay another 2,000 amount. This additional 2,000 amount is technically called alternative minimum tax. So when we are filing the form number 1040, two lines are included in the form. One is income tax. In our example, 30,000. Second one is other taxes like AMT and premium tax credit. All these are to be included here. So how many types of additional taxes? What are the rules to be followed to each item clearly given in separate schedule number 2. So schedule number 2 is basically covering additional taxes. Now coming to schedule 3. Schedule 3 is nothing but the tax credits. What is the meaning of the tax credit? So in this form, first you are required to calculate the taxable income. Then on that we have to calculate tax amount. Then some additional taxes are to be added, like already explained in schedule number 2. from the total tax calculated, still tax amount would be reduced in the form of the tax credits, less tax credits. In our example, taxable income, say 3 lakh, tax amount is, tax rate is, say example 10%. So tax amount is 30,000. Even though tax amount is 30,000, you no need to pay entire this 30,000. Still, some more deductions are allowed. This deduction is not the deduction of the income. It is directly deduction of the income tax after calculation of the tax payable. Suppose you are getting tax credits, say 5,000. Now finally we have to pay only 25,000 income. So this 5,000 is technically called credits, tax credits. How many types of the credits? That matter will be handled by Schedule 3. When we go to form number 1040, when we go to form number 1040, first we are going to include all the incomes. Then we are calculating the tax. Tax amount also to be included in the form number 1040 at the respective place. In that case, these credits are to be allowed to deduct. Certain type of items are to be deducted directly from the form number 1040. Some variety of the tax credits can be shown in the form number 1040 directly. Example, American opportunity tax credit. If any student is there who is taxable person or their children are any taxpayer is having children who is studying, definitely college fees, etc. are to be paid. Because of that payment, tax credit will be given, tax burden will be reduced. This is relating to education concession, American opportunity tax credit. One more credit is child tax credit, additional child tax credit. If any taxpayer is having any children, definitely he needs to spend a lot on their health and education and food, etc. That is the reason IRS is allowing to reduce tax burden in the form of the additional child tax credit. Like that, 4 type of credits are to be deducted directly in the form number 1040. This tax credits list is not exhaustive, whatever included in the form number 1040. Some more credits are allowing. That list cannot be included in the form number 1040 directly. That is the reason one more schedule is included. Schedule number 3. This schedule number 3 is giving us list of additional credits. The reason behind using the word to additional to schedule number 3, already some credits are already included in the form number 1040. So in this we are going to cover variety of the credits. So finally we are going to cover 2 type of credits. Some are the credits to be included in the form number 1040 directly. Some credits will be attached through the schedule number 3. So finally, you are going to study 3 schedules, Schedule 1, Schedule 2, and Schedule 3 for various matters. Now coming to credits. These credits are basically dividing into two types. Some type of credits are non-refundable credits. Some credits are refundable credits. What is the meaning of the non-refundable? What is the meaning of the refundable? In our case example, tax amount we have already calculated. Say 30,000 tax we calculated. Now, these credits are we have calculated separately. When we are calculating the credits, suppose tax credits are say 25,000. So tax calculated 30,000. Tax credits 25,000, no need to pay. We have to pay final tax of only 5,000. This is case 1. Suppose tax amount is 30,000. Tax amount is 30,000. But tax credits are say 35,000, not 30,000. We need to pay to government for tax 30,000. Government allowing us tax credit up to 35,000. So we have surplus amount of 5,000. In some cases, this 5,000 will be paid by the government to the taxpayer. That is technically called refundable credit. If 5,000 will not be paid to the taxpayer, simply we have to forget about that 5,000. That kind of that credit is called non-refundable credit. So totally around we are having 15 to 17 type of credits are there. Some are to be included in the form number 1040. Some are to be included in the schedule number 3. All together around 17 items are there. All these 17 type of credits are to be divided into two type, non-refundable type and refundable type. Every item is having its own set of the rules and regulations. If those conditions are satisfied, accordingly you have the right to claim that credit. So finally, to understand the refunds, credits, we need to clearly understand schedule number 3. So today's class basically started with returns 1040 and the schedules and the other forms. Now coming to schedules, schedule 1, 2, 3 and the schedule number A, B, C, D, etc. Now 1, 2, 3 part is completed and the return types 1040, SR and NR and X means amended part is completed. Now coming to schedules A, B, C, D, F, G, H. Now coming to schedule A. Schedule A. It is nothing but itemized deductions. What is the meaning of the itemized deduction? I have already covered. Now coming to schedule B. Schedule B is covering about two type of income. So one is interest income. Second one is dividend income. If you have deposit with the bank, we are going to get interest. If you have purchased any shares in any another company, we are getting income in the form of the dividend. These interest incomes and dividend incomes ought to be included first in the schedule number B. We have to fill schedule number B. One is interest from Bank of America, interest from Standard Chartered Bank, like that total interest income to be included in Schedule B. Second one, dividend income from Reliance Company, dividend income from Tata Company, like this, we have to total that total dividend amount first to be included in Schedule B. This interest income total to be included in form number 1040, item number 2. This dividend income to be included in form number 1040, item number 3, like this. In yesterday class, I have already completed A, B, C, D from line item number 1. Now coming to line item number 2A, interest related item. 3 is dividend related item. Obviously, we have to fill the left hand side. One reference is also given in form number 1040. Attach Schedule B if required. So Schedule 1 is covering the itemized deductions. Schedule B covering interest income and dividend incomes. Line item number 2, line item number 3 to be filled. Very important point relating to interest. Line item number 2A. Tax exempt interest, A part. Right hand side B, taxable interest. Finally, in the outer column, we have to include only 2B item. No need to include 2A item. What is 2A item? Tax exempt interest. B, right side is taxable interest. We need to write only taxable interest outer column. On that only tax will be calculated. General answer, all interest incomes are taxable. General answer. But if the interest is received from state governments, bonds, any municipality bonds, or any other local government bonds purchased by the taxpayer, on that interest income is generated. That interest income is not subject to tax, exempted. So in 2A, we have to fill with exempted amount, which is not subject to tax, not to be included in the total of the taxable income. All other tax amounts are to be included. Outer column 2B means only taxable interest. Coming to 3A, if we purchase shares in any company, we are getting income in the form of the dividends. Generally, answer is dividend is taxable. But in our case, line item number 3A, qualified dividends, ordinary dividends. Now, what is the concept of the ordinary and qualified will be covered clearly in subsequent topic. Any dividend income received from any company by the taxpayer obviously is taxable. But this dividend is dividing into two types. One is qualified, not qualified. But total qualified and not qualified total dividend is technically called ordinary dividend. Ordinary dividend meaning is broad concept. Both qualified dividend is called ordinary dividend, non-qualified dividend is also technically called ordinary dividend. When can you call qualified? When can be called non-qualified? It will be covered in the chapter, respective chapter clearly. Even though we are in a position to identify qualified and non-qualified, what is the reason behind? Why you are identifying into qualified and non-qualified? To understand this, first you have to understand the tax rates. According to IRS, tax rates are basically dividing into two types. One is normal type tax rates, normal tax rates. Second one is preferential tax rates, preferential tax rates. So according to IRS, tax rates are dividing into two types. Normal tax rates. Second one is preferential tax rates. In my first class, I have already explained tax rates are totally 7 types. One is 10%, 12%, 22, 24, 32, 35, 37. Total, we are having the 7 type of tax rates. General answer is all incomes of any taxpayer subject to this normal tax rates only. General answer. But certain type of incomes which are specifically given in the Act itself. Special tax rates means preferential tax rates are applicable. These tax rates are 1 up to certain limit to 0%. After that limit, second tax rate is 15%. After certain limit, tax rate would be 20%. So finally, we are having the 2 type of tax rates. All incomes are subject to normal tax rates only, 7 type of tax rates only. If certain criteria is satisfied, then that income is subject to preferential tax rates, 3 rates, 0, 15 and 20. It is very beneficial to the taxpayer if preferential tax rates are applicable. It is a very low rate of tax, very beneficial to the taxpayer. But all incomes are not subject to the preferential coverage. Now coming to our story, dividend income. Dividend income is basically technically called ordinary dividend. Again, it is dividing into 2 types, qualified dividend and not qualified dividend. If the dividend is qualified, then obviously which is subject to preferential tax rate, means that 0, 15, 20% is applicable. In case of non-qualified dividend, normal tax rates are applicable. At the time of calculation, we are going to find that normal tax rate stream is giving the high tax amount compared to preferential tax rate, but all incomes are not subject to preferential tax rates. So finally, that is the reason dividend incomes are identified by the form number 1040, qualified dividend and non-qualified dividend. Reason behind is that what rate to be applied to calculation of the tax amount.
Sir,
is that decided by us, sir, whether it is qualified or non-qualified?
No, ma.
Then
Criteria is given. Generally, it is coming under the qualified dividend. What is the meaning of the qualified dividend? Certain criteria is given. Apart from that, capital gains. Capital gains are basically dividing into 2 types, short-term capital gain and long-term capital gains. Short-term capital gains are obviously covering under the normal tax rates. Whereas in the case of the long-term capital gains, it is covering under the preferential tax rates. So which are going to be covered there will be given in the Act very clearly. That will be covered in a separate chapter.
okay, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Now coming to Schedule C. Schedule C. Schedule C is relating to business income. One important point we have to understand, our syllabus is basically dividing into 3 parts. Part 1 and Part 2 and Part 3, 3 papers. Part 1 is individuals taxation. Part 2 is business, not business entities. Third one is representation before the department by the professionals. So this is our syllabus of 3 papers. Now we are discussing about the individuals. Individual incomes are generally wages, interest income, dividend income, and any benefits received from the governments and some other any miscellaneous income, everything will be covered, belongs to the individual person. An individual person can also run a business. Business running can be dividing into 2 types. One individual can run one solo proprietorship. That a person not registered under the style of the partnership, not registered under the style of the company, not registered under the type of the any other separate legal entity style. He is running that business on his own name, separate legal entity not being created. In that case, that business income has to be included, covered in the individual, in our syllabus only, not in the paper number 2. Individual running any business on his own name, that income also covering, that syllabus also covering in the part number 1, individual business. Suppose 2 friends created one partnership firm. According to Partnership Act, a separate entity has been created legally. That partnership is a separate legal entity. That matter will be covered by part number 2, that business. Similarly, 10 members created one company, corporation. That corporation is created under the Companies Act. That is a separate legal entity. That kind of the legal entity also covered by separate business entity, covering in part number 2 syllabus. Now coming to our story, individuals are running in his own name. Now it is about the Schedule C. Okay, one individual running one business in his own name, definitely he is required to prepare one profit and loss account. Sales income, example, say 10 lakh. Purchases, wages, rent, electricity, all these expenses are say 7 lakh. Finally, he is getting the profit, 3 lakh is net profit generated from the business, 3 lakh rupees. This all the sales information, all the expenses information, and all the profit information shall be filled in the form of the schedule number C. This information, whatever I have included here, to be included in the schedule number C. Accounting background knowledge is not required. Simply to understanding of what are incomes, what are expenses, that knowledge is more than sufficient, common sense points. Those items are to be filled properly. Incomes 10 lakh, expenses 7 lakh, profit is 3 lakh. This is the form number C, schedule number C. This schedule number C, net profit to be flown to schedule number 1. In my previous class, I have already explained schedule number 1. Schedule number 1 is consisting of part 1 and part 2. Part 1 is additional incomes. Part 2 is adjustments. In schedule 1, part 1, in this part 1, number of variety items are included. Among them, one item is business income by the solo proprietor. So, schedule C summary will flow to the schedule number 1. Again, total list of the schedule 1 finally flown to form number 1040. So, this form number 1040 schedule 1 total will be covered in line item number. Line item number 8 I have already explained. So, this is the background of schedule C. Schedule 1, itemized deductions. Schedule B, interest income and dividend income. Schedule C, business income. Now coming to schedule 4, D. Schedule D. Suppose the taxpayer not having any business, is working person getting the salary, interest income like that, not a business person, not having any business. Suppose the taxpayer is a business person, he is also having the business income. In case of the taxpayer, not a business income, not having any business income, obviously wages, interest income and dividend income like that will be included. Apart from that, one more item is capital gains. Capital gains means if any property inherited from forefathers, either gold, land, building, whatever it may be. Now that taxpayer is selling. Very long back, that the property might have been purchased for say $1 lakh. Now the same property is selling for $22 lakh. So on that property, profit generated is 21 lakh. This 21 lakh is not generated from the wages, not generated from the interest, not generated from the dividend. It is nothing but the capital gain. To treat the asset as capital asset, no need to be inherited from the forefathers. That item also including. Suppose long back taxpayer himself purchased one property like land and building. Now he is selling for some profit. That is also covering under the capital gain because he is not doing any real estate business. But one investment is made somewhere, later he is selling, profit is generated. That profit not because of the running of the business, that kind of the profit is called capital gains, which is subject to tax. Similarly, suppose taxpayer is running the business. Suppose that business is furniture shop. Buying and selling of the furniture, it is a routine activity of that business. It is technically called the stock in trade. That stock purchase, that stock sale, that profit on stock sale, etc., covering under the head of the business. Apart from this furniture, etc., which is stock in the trade, business is also having some car or land, building, some other property, shares, debentures, whatever it may be. His business is not the sale of the land and building, etc. Using these assets for running of this business only, not for sale. But incidentally, if this asset has been sold, definitely it is also covering under the head of the capital gain. So, when to be treated as a capital gain, when not to be treated as a capital gain, we are having the separate chapter. There we are going to find clearly every item. And one more special point I already explained in the previous, tax rates are dividing into two types. Normal tax rates and preferential tax rate. If the capital gain is having by the taxpayer, which is long-term capital gain, on that preferential tax rates are applicable, which is concessional rate compared to the normal rates. So, if any person is having the capital assets sold, capital gains are generated. That capital gain generated is dividing into two types, short-term capital gain, long-term capital gain. Short-term capital gain is subject to the regular tax rate, 7 rates are applicable. If it is a long-term capital gain, concessional rates, 3 rates are applicable. So, one statement shall be prepared by every taxpayer. If taxpayer has sold any capital asset, one statement shall be prepared. This is dividing into two parts. Short-term capital assets sold, long-term capital assets sold. So, This properties is 7 lakh. This properties is say 18 lakh. Total capital gain even though 15 lakh. This 7 lakh is subject to normal tax rates. 7 rates are applicable because short term. This is subject to preferential tax rates are applicable. 3 type of rates because it is a long term. Finally, what I want to say is you are required to prepare one schedule number D. This total summary of the schedule D shall be connected with the form number 1040. Line item number 7A, capital gains, attach schedule D. So let us come back to our schedules. Let us ask any doubts.
Yeah.
So for cover.
Okay. Team, any questions? Hope you are able to understand, right? The capital income in the sense capital gains income. It's from the ancestors' properties when you are selling back.
Not only ancestral property, but also he has purchased on his own. Both are ours.
Anything.
Yes.
Only land.
But which is not the routine business stocks.
Okay. What about stocks he purchased?
That is business income.
Only lands.
We are running furniture shop.
Hmm.
Buying the furniture, selling the furniture, business income.
Okay.
So business profit.
Okay.
It is connected with the schedule number C.
Okay. This one only house or land, or else any car.
Cars, shares, whatever may be, other than business stock.
Okay. So personal property.
Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly.
Either cars or TVs, any electrical items he used for a personal usage, but
Yes.
later want to sell it.
Point number 1. Point number 1, you don't have any business. You are using these assets personally, covering here.
Okay. The difference I'm just asking, if I have purchased a house for 2 years back, now I'm selling. This is a capital gain. Now I'm doing a real estate business. I'm purchasing multiple houses and selling back again. So
nothing but stock in trade covering under the business head.
How you will differentiate these two? Sir?
Oh, nature of business will be decided in the document. Suppose you are incorporated one company.
Okay.
Without knowing what business you are doing, definitely you can't run. First, you have to decide the objective class of any business.
Any chance, like because capital gains will be very less taxation or else
long-term capital gain is less tax rates.
Okay, it depends on how frequently you are selling the properties.
Yes, exactly. Some criteria is given to decide whether it is capital asset or not.
Save my tax. I won't inform them like I'm doing a real estate business. I purchase a house and after 1 month or 2 months, 1 year, I'm selling that property, showing as it's my capital income. How will come from?
Suppose you have purchased and sold shares within the 12 months, short term.
Okay.
Covering under the ordinary income subject to ordinary tax rates. Like that, criteria for every type of asset will be covered in the chapters clearly.
Any questions, guys, here? Any questions, team? No questions?
Okay.
No, ma'am. You have anything? The names were there in the class. Vandana, you have Vandana, Ladwani. You have anything? Pradeep, Vansi, Savitri. Guys, anyone able to respond? If no questions, I'll just say no questions. Okay. Okay, fine then. Next topic, shall we close today's session?
Okay, let us close.
Guys, so today technical topic we are closing. So it's been like 5 sessions. This will be the last final session. Hope you are able to understand a little bit what is the US taxation, how many papers are there. So how we are applying for the jobs, how the job market we already discussed. Any technical questions you have? Team, anyone able to respond? Yeah, any questions you can ask me related to the job hunting also. So in the last 4 days, just I want to recap it. So we are discussed about enrolled agent course, which is a certification we are getting from IRS directly. It is a US government, right? Internal Revenue Services, IRS in the sense. Hope you got it right. IRS.
Sir,
This
for
is
part A, it's not showing any jobs.
sorry.
For one part we have completed, they are not showing any more jobs.
One part we are just writing for a paper, sir. We can't get a job only with the one paper. As a US tax analyst, you have to be search for a job in the Naukri or LinkedIn as a US tax analyst, not as a 1040. Example, where currently you are working, sir, anyway?
Yes,
Any
sir.
domain? Where you are working?
Non-ITET.
Which domain it is?
It's mortgage and
Mortgage
license.
loan. So mortgage loans only for Karur Vysya Bank we can't work, right?
Yes.
It's a multiple. Maybe ultimately as a mortgage, how to get the mortgage loans is our main goal. So there different kind of criteria said there. Similar way here we are writing first paper just to save our cost. But learning will be 3 papers. Only with the one paper we have only with the individual tax filing, right? We can't do business tax filing. Business tax filing only will get a more opportunities. Companies will hire directly. A individual candidate can't hire you just for a 1 day task. Not even 1 day task. It's a 1 hour task. Filing a tax for an individual person hardly may take 1 hour, sir. If he was doing just a regular job, don't have any other businesses, hardly 40 minutes, won't take even 1 hour. If the person had a business, small business, maybe like he was getting to rental income, or else he was maybe having whole store or something, and apart from his job, it may take 2 to 3 hours for filing tax for a year. So individually we won't get out to a very huge market. When you completed all the 3 papers for a learning point of view, you will get a job. But paper, I'm saying exam will be IRS exam, right, for one paper only initially. Once you got the job, then you can proceed for further. And pennies. Okay.
Sir, doubt ఏంటంటే హలో
Yeah, tell me, sir.
ఇప్పుడు ప్రొమోటర్ టు పిఎస్ఐకి చేంజ్ అయింది కదా సార్.
Sorry.
ప్రొమోటర్ నుంచి పిఎస్ఐకి చేంజ్ అయింది సార్ అన్నారు.
I didn't get
Hello?
you.
Hello.
My voice is not clear. Yeah, tell me.
ప్రొమోటర్ నుంచి పిఎస్ఐకి చేంజ్ అయింది కదా సార్ అన్నారు.
Yes.
What did you say?
Prometric who is conducting the organization.
Vendor change అయ్యారు కదా.
The first class itself, yes, it's changed, sir. Only the organization who are taking care here, that company is changed to another one.
టోటల్లీ రిమోట్ చేస్తే ఇప్పుడు మనం ఎగ్జామ్స్ ఎలా సార్ రాసేది అంటే?
It's not my complete remote, sir. They are increasing the centers. Earlier only 3 centers, sir: Bangalore, Hyderabad and Delhi.
But that will be decided in the July.
So how many centers, how they are making, it's not yet finalized. Still mostly in the July you will get an exact update. The company changing is got updated. Second one, they are planning to make it from the home also, but it may be difficult because security will be very so how to write the exam, it's on that to ABCD. Anyone can give hints also by sitting in the back side.
Exams
Right.
will be commenced from September month onwards. It
Okay.
will be finalized in July.
July. Okay.
Yeah.
So July we are finalizing, and exam writing opportunity you will get from the September, sir, not now.
Yes sir.
Okay.
Yes sir.
So that is the first thing will be like what are the benefits for us will be IRS, sir. It is recognized from the IRS only. And second one will be demand. Very less supply and high demand. There is a demand and supply issue. Very few people are aware about it. So that's one of the advantage. And in future also it's very growing. You can check it in ChatGPT or Cloud AI. How enrolled agent course is it? Is it really growing in the future? You can ask all these questions. And your jobs will be not as an enrolled agent, sir. In the LinkedIn or Naukri, you can see it's as a US tax analyst. Okay, US tax analyst. Or else US tax consultant. or associate, okay, senior tax consultant or manager, final version, US tax consultant and manager. This is the full-time employment you can able to see in the Naukri and LinkedIn. Apart from that, as an add-on, you can do own practicing also, like a chartered account. But this can able to do when you have a more market, like when you got a more connections who are working on this. At that time, you can get EA practitioner. Example, Anusha is joined today. So every time she was taking support from some others. If she knows, she can able to do, or else if she don't know EA, because of your network and connection, you can able to help those kind of people. Example, your friends are working in US now, so you can able to do their tax filing from your side, and you can charge $50 per each filing. That is only add-on. Don't depend on this one. It's only in that 4 months only demand for this topic. You focus on this. Okay. And people may get a doubt after what will be the upgraded version for this enrolled agent. The upgraded version will be CPA. You can do this one after 4 or 5 years. After crossing your package more than 20 lakhs. Up to 20 lakhs in India, as a US tax consultant associate, up to 4 or 5 years experience, people can able to get up to 20 lakhs package. Freshers can get up to 6 to 9 lakhs package, depends on the how many papers you cleared. Only with one paper, we can expect 4 to 5 lakhs. If you cleared all 3 papers with the IRS certification, you can expect 9 lakhs package. Okay. And we are going to be providing you to clear the test. So don't worry how difficult it is. It's not about, it's not like our regular chartered account. It's very easy. And it's an all are multiple choice questions. Average pass percentage will be for first paper more than 75 to 80%. Second paper may be little difficult, but first paper, even casually if you written also 70 to 80%, you can able to clear the test. Yeah, tell me, sir, if you have any other questions.
హలో సార్, నేను పవన్ సార్ మాట్లాడుతున్నాను.
చెప్పండి పవన్.
సార్ అదే నిన్న ఒక పర్సన్తో కనెక్ట్ అయ్యాను లింక్డ్ఇన్లో. సో తను కేపీఎం జిమ్లో వర్క్ చేస్తున్నారు. సో ఈజ్ హ్యావింగ్ లైక్ ఆల్మోస్ట్ 10 years ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్. ఈజ్ వర్కింగ్ యాజ్ మేనేజర్. సో ఈ టోల్డ్ దట్ hiring will be on the contract basis like 6 months, and after that they will see your performance and they will shift to other team or something like that. He told like
hiring will be mass hiring, sir. He was working from 10 years, right? Not as an just of 6 months. Every 6 months he was not changing company, right?
No. Continuous ఉన్నాడు. Continuous.
Exactly. But mass hiring will be December, sir. Usually December our regular IT jobs will be down, right? But these people jobs will get more on December, because from January to April the tax need to be filed. American government, right?
Yeah.
At that time we'll have a more demand actually. In case of the that's right. So at that time they will hire most of the people. After that, yes, depends on your capabilities and skill set. The demand supply issue again here. Now demand is there. When they said it's a contract based job, right? They will pay more, sir. Example, I worked for one company only for 3 months. Before only they said it's 3 months only. My package at that time, regular package only 30,000, but they offered for 3 months together 4 lakhs. They said initially said your job will be only 3 months.
ఓకే సార్. అంటే ఇప్పుడు
I'm okay with that. చెప్పండి.
అంటే తర్వాత వేరే చూసుకోవాలా అట్లా మళ్ళీ కాంట్రాక్ట్?
ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు మాట్లాడిన ఆయన ఏమైనా రోజు జాబ్ చూసుకుంటున్నాడా? ఒకే కంపెనీలో చేస్తున్నాడు కదా.
అవును సార్, అవును.
మరి ఆయన 6 నెలలకు ఒకసారి చేంజ్ అవ్వలేదు, 6 నెలలకు ఒకసారి జాబ్ మారాల్సిన అవసరం రాలేదు కదా. సో మాస్ హైరింగ్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటది ఆ టైంలో అని చెప్పారు. అలాంటి టైంలో పెర్ఫార్మెన్స్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత వాళ్ళకి అవసరం కాబట్టి ఆ 4 నెలలు 5 నెలలు ఉంచుకుంటారు. తర్వాత పెర్ఫార్మెన్స్ లేకపోతే ఎస్ తగ్గిస్తారు వాళ్ళ వర్క్ ఫోర్స్. అదేంటి ఇండివిజువల్ ట్యాక్స్ ఫైలింగ్ కి. కంపెనీస్ కి రెగ్యులర్ గా కావాలి. వాళ్ళ ట్యాక్స్ అంతా ఒక రోజులో చూసడగలిగేది కాదు, జస్ట్ ఒక సింగిల్ స్టెప్ లో. పెద్ద కంపెనీస్ ఉన్నప్పుడు వాళ్ళ వర్క్ అంతా చూడటానికి వాళ్ళకి నెక్స్ట్ ఇయర్ కి ఈ ఇయర్ నుంచి ముందు అడ్వాన్స్ ట్యాక్స్ కూడా కడుతుంటారు. చూసే ఉంటావు నువ్వు. ఆంధ్రాలో కూడా చాలా మంది పొలిటీషియన్స్ ముందే కడుతుంటారు ట్యాక్స్. అంతే కంపెనీస్. సో మెయిన్ అడ్వాంటేజ్ బెనిఫిట్ ఇప్పుడు ఉన్నది ఏంటంటే మనకి ఇప్పుడు జూన్ జూలై ఇప్పుడు కూడా జాబ్స్ ఉన్నాయి. 40,000 50,000 చూస్తున్నాయి కదా. ఒకసారి నౌకరీకి వెళ్ళి చూద్దామా?
అంటే ఉంది సార్, బట్ తను అలా చెప్పాడు. సో ఫర్ ఫ్రెషర్స్ యూ విల్ గెట్ 3.6 LPA సంథింగ్ లైక్ దట్.
4 lakhs అనేసి అదే కదా చెప్తుంది. నువ్వు పేపర్ రాయకపోతే 3 lakhs 3.6 కూడా కష్టమే.
తను తను ఈ టోల్డ్ దట్ యూ రిక్వైర్ ఎంబీఏ. తను ఎంబీఏ చేశాడు సార్. దట్స్ వై ఈ టోల్డ్ ఎంబీఏ ఎంకార్ యూ షుడ్ డూ లైక్ దట్.
CPA సార్, నాట్ ఫర్ ఎన్రోల్డ్ ఏజెంట్.
అదే సార్ చెప్పండి సార్.
చెప్పండి మీరు చెప్పండి.
లేదు తను అలా చెప్పాడు. మాస్టర్స్ డిగ్రీ అయితే
అందుకనే మిమ్మల్ని కూడా ఎంక్వైరీ చేయండి అని చెప్తున్నాను. సో ఇప్పుడు జాబ్స్ ఉన్నాయా లేదా అనేది కూడా చూసుకోమని చెప్తుంది. అందుకనే, ఎందుకంటే కొత్త సబ్జెక్ట్ కాబట్టి యూ కెన్ డూ ఆల్ ద ఎంక్వైరీస్. ఇప్పుడు బీటెక్ లో జావా డెవలపర్ కావాలంటే ఏం కావాలి సార్ వాడికి? జనరల్ గా కంప్యూటర్ సైన్సే కావాలా?
లేదు, వేరే బ్రాంచ్ ఈసీ ట్రిపుల్ ఏ వాళ్ళు.
అది బయోటెక్నాలజీ. సో డిపెండ్స్ ఆన్ స్కిల్ సెట్ అండి. స్కిల్ సెట్ ని బేస్ చేసుకున్నాం. నువ్వు కంప్యూటర్ సైన్స్ చదివినంత మాత్రం నాడికి సీలో ఏబిసిడీలు తెలియని వాళ్ళు చాలా మంది ఉన్నారు. 190 మంది ఆల్రెడీ ఉన్నారు అనకూడదు కానీ. బీటెక్ సర్టిఫికేట్ వస్తుకొని వస్తున్నారు అంతే కదా. ప్రాక్టికల్ స్కిల్స్ మనకి ఎంత నాలెడ్జ్ ఉందనేది ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఇట్స్ నాట్ జస్ట్ విత్ డిగ్రీ.
Sir, Mahesh sir, the enrolled agent, how many papers we need to attend, sir? Is it 3 papers or else 1 paper?
3 papers, sir. First paper will be individual tax.
Okay.
Second paper will be like a business tax. Third paper will be representation.
Okay, for enrolled agent also we need to attend 3.
Yes, sir. Enrolled agent, that will be the 3 papers, sir.
Okay, not, I thought that for the CPA, like, okay.
No, CPA that will take 2 years, sir. Not with the 6 months.
To get
CPA will be the advanced version. CPA, US, CPA, CMA. Those are like equal to chartered accountant in India. This is only filer, sir, accountant job.
Okay.
It's an entry level job.
Okay, after finishing 1 paper, we can't go ahead and apply, right, for the job?
You can apply. That's what. Finishing not about the paper, skill set. Some areas they won't even have a certification also. But if you have the knowledge, you can apply for the interview. But they will offer less package. That's the reason, instead of making too much fund on that one, complete 1 paper, learn all the 3 papers. Don't get confused. While learning, you have to learn all the 3 papers. But certification, do first paper, 1 paper first. Later, once you got job, right, later you can apply for the second, third papers.
Okay. For each
because each paper costing around $317, 317. Okay, Pawan, you can see this is a June, right? June 16th. Still the openings are there for US tax consultant. 31,000. How many is there? 31,700 jobs are there. But these are again 0 to 1 years, 0 to 3 years also. Right? When it comes to the December, it will become 1 lakh, sir.
అదే సార్, అదే తను అదే అలా చెప్పాడు.
జావా పైథాన్ ఫ్రెషర్ అని చూడండి ఒకసారి, చెక్ చేయండి. యుఎస్ ట్యాక్స్ తీసేసి పైథాన్ ఫ్రెషర్ చూడండి, డేటా సైంటిస్ట్ చూడండి. లేదంటే నా దగ్గర ఉన్న కోర్సులో చెప్తాను కదా మళ్ళీ మీకు. ఎందుకు నేను ఇందులోకి వెళ్ళాల్సి వచ్చిందంటే నా స్వార్థమే అండి. జాబ్లు ఎక్కువ మందికి రావాలంటే నేను కూడా కొంచెం కొత్తగా ఆలోచించాలి. అదే పట్టుకొని తిరిగితే వర్కౌట్ అవ్వదు నాకు. ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి సార్ డేటా అనలిస్ట్ ఫ్రెషర్ జాబ్లు?
3000 ఉంది.
అదే. సో నేను వాళ్ళకి ఎవరికి స్టూడెంట్స్ కి కాన్ఫిడెంట్ గా మీకు ఫ్రెషర్ గా జాబ్ వస్తుందని నేను చెప్పలేకపోతున్నాను. మీ బ్యాచ్ అని కాదండి, డేటా అనలిస్ట్ కి జాయిన్ అయ్యే కోర్స్ కోసం ఎంక్వైరీ చేస్తేనే ఫ్రెషర్ కి నేను ప్రామిస్ చేయనని చెప్తున్నాను. 2 to 3 years ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఉన్న వాళ్ళకి కాల్సి వస్తుంది. ఇందాక ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి సార్? 31,000 ఉన్నాయి, రైట్?
అంటే మీరు ఫ్రెషర్ యాడ్ చేయలేదు కదా సార్ వాళ్ళు?
ఎవరు?
అదే యుఎస్ ట్యాక్స్ అనలిస్ట్ కమా ఫ్రెషర్.
ఎగ్జామ్ ఇప్పుడే కదా రాస్తుంది. ఫ్రెషర్ గా ఏమైనా 10 ఏళ్ళ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ సార్? అది పేపర్ ఇప్పుడు కదా మనం రాస్తుంది.
సర్చింగ్ బార్,
సర్చింగ్ అది ఫ్రెషర్ అనే పెడతాం. అది కూడా ఏముంది,
అదే
అది కూడా పెడతాం.
అది చూడండి సార్.
2 to 1 years కదా కనిపించింది మీకు.
ఓన్లీ యుఎస్ ట్యాక్స్ అని ఇది ఉంది.
యుఎస్ ట్యాక్స్ అంటే ఎందుకంటే అందులో మల్టిపుల్ ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి ఒక యుఎస్ ట్యాక్స్ పెడుతున్నాను నేను. లెటర్ ఎట్లా తీసుకుంటాను దానికి. ఇది కంప్లీట్ 0 years సార్.
అవును, అదే ఇప్పుడు తక్కువైంది 2000.
మనకి ఎగ్జామ్ రాసి ఇప్పుడు ఆల్రెడీ ఉన్న వాళ్ళకి 0 to 2 years వాళ్ళకి ఎక్కువ వస్తాయి మనకి. ఇందులో కూడా డిజిగ్నేషన్స్ డిఫరెంట్ గా ఉంటాయి కదా మనకి. సో దాన్ని బేస్ చేసుకుని ఇదే మనకి డిసెంబర్ లో అయితే ఇంకా ఎక్కువ ఉంటాయి. ఇందులో ఏ సర్టిఫికేషన్ కూడా ఇవ్వలేదు వీళ్ళు. మనం సర్టిఫికేషన్ కంప్లీట్ చేసి 6 months పెట్టుకుంటే మనకు ఆపర్చునిటీస్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటాయి. ఇందులో పోటీ లేదు కదా. డేటా అనలిస్ట్ ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారు సార్? ఒక కేఎస్ఆర్ లోనే ఆల్మోస్ట్ ఎవ్రీ మంత్ జాయిన్ అవుతున్న స్టూడెంట్స్ నియర్లీ 300 to 400 people.
అవును సార్, అదే డేటా అనలిస్ట్ అవన్నీ లైక్ క్రౌడెడ్ ఆల్రెడీ. సో దట్ ఈస్
ఇందులో ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారు అసలు? ఎంతమందికి తెలుసు? నాకు తెలిసినంత వరకు వాళ్ళ జానాలు అందరూ ఫస్ట్ టైం వింటున్నాళ్ళే. ఈ 5-6 రోజుల నుంచి, 1 వీక్ నుంచి వింటున్న వాళ్ళే. సో జాబ్స్ కి రావడానికి ఛాన్స్ ఎక్కువ కదా. ఇందులో
అవును
ఏముంది,
సార్.
మనకి ట్యాక్స్ ఆడిటింగ్ మాక్సిమం అంతా బీడీఓ చాలా పెద్ద కంపెనీ అండి. ఐటీ వాళ్ళకి ఇందులో జాబ్ రావాలంటే వాళ్ళు చాలా పెద్ద పండుగ చేసుకోవాలి.
బీడిఓ, ఓకే ఓకే.
మనం ఈవై, కేపీఎంజీ, పీడబ్ల్యూసీ కూడా అంతా ఐటీ కంపెనీలు అనుకుంటారు సార్. అవి ఫైనాన్స్ కంపెనీలు, ఐటీ కంపెనీలు కాదు.
అవును 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 సార్, అవును. సో తను కూడా అదే చెప్పాడు, లైక్ సిపిఏ అవన్నీ చేస్తే ఫ్యూచర్ లో ఏం లేదు, బట్ హౌ యువర్ డొమైన్ నాలెడ్జ్ సబ్జెక్ట్ ఉందో, సో దాన్ని బట్టి ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ బట్టి నీకు ఉంటుంది అంతే, ఇంకేం లేదు. సిపిఏ చేస్తే యా
అదే అంటుంది. సో ప్యాకేజ్ ని బట్టండి, మన టార్గెట్ ఏంటి. ఇప్పుడు ఆయన ప్యాకేజ్ ఎంత అడిగారా?
లేదు సార్, లేదు.
అది కూడా అడగాలి. ఇప్పుడు ఎందుకంటే కొంతమంది కంఫర్ట్ ఉంటారు, నాకు ఓకే 10 లక్షలు వచ్చినా చాలు, కొంచెం ప్రశాంతంగా ఉండాలి, సాయంత్రం 4 ఇంటికి పోయి టీవీ ఆన్ చేసుకొని ఆ జబర్దస్త్ చూడాలనే వాళ్ళు ఉంటారు. ఆ మైండ్ సెట్ ఉంటే ప్రాబ్లమే కాదండి. లేదు నాకు 40 లక్షలు కావాలి, 50 లక్షలు కావాలనుకున్నప్పుడు మనం పోరాడాల్సిందే.
అదే 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 ఒక్కొక్క కనెక్ట్ అయితే ఒక్కొక్కరు ఒక్కొక్క లక్ష చెప్తారు సార్, రైట్.
అంటే డబ్బు రావటమే గొప్పని కాదు, సాటిస్ఫాక్షన్. నీకు నెలకి 10 లక్షలు వచ్చినా నువ్వు మనశ్శాంతిగా లేకపోతే ఉపయోగం లేదు కదా. సో పీపుల్ డిఫరెంట్ మైండ్ సెట్ తో ఉన్న వాళ్ళు ఉంటారు. ఆయన అలా ఉన్నారనుకోండి, హ్యాపీనే. బట్ మనకి బెటర్ రావాలి అన్నప్పుడు ఎస్, సిపిఏ వెళ్ళాలి. సిపిఏ లేకుండా అది ఎంత సైనింగ్ అథారిటీ అండి. ఇక్కడ ఎన్రోల్డ్ ఏజెంట్ కూడా ఇది చాలా చిన్న టాస్క్ కదా. నిజంగానే ఏఐకి ఇస్తే చాలా వర్క్ చేస్తుంది. కానీ ఐఆర్ఎస్ గవర్నమెంట్ సర్టిఫైడ్ ఆథరైజేషన్ ఉంటుంది, వాడి స్టాంప్ కావాలి.
అదే 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 డిఫరెన్షియేట్ చేస్తుంది వేరే వాళ్ళు, మన అంటే అదర్ పర్సన్స్ ఇంకొకరు.
సింప్లిఫై చేసుకోవచ్చేమో, అంటే ఏమేమి ఆప్షన్స్ ఉన్నాయి ఫిల్టర్ చేయడానికి. ఇప్పుడు ప్రతిదీ మనం మాన్యువల్ గా రీసెర్చ్ చేయకుండా మహేష్ కి ఇంకెక్కడ ట్యాక్స్ తగ్గించవచ్చు, మహేష్ కి ఇన్కమ్ సోర్సెస్ ఏంటి, లేదా పవన్ కి ఇన్కమ్ సోర్స్ ఏంటి, పవన్ పెడుతున్న ఖర్చులు ఏంటి, యాజ్ పర్ అమెరికన్ లా ప్రకారం ఏదైనా కొత్త అమెండ్మెంట్స్ లో పవన్ కి ట్యాక్స్ ఇంకా తగ్గించవచ్చా, పవన్ ఇంకెక్కడెక్కడ ఖర్చు పెడుతున్నాడు. ఇందాక మనం చూసిన వాటిలో మనకి ఆయన హౌస్ లోన్, లేకపోతే ఏదైనా చారిటీకి డబ్బులు ఇస్తేనో, లేకపోతే ఎవరినన్నా ఒక అనాథలను పెంచుకుంటేనో దానికి కూడా ట్యాక్స్ బెనిఫిట్ ఉంటుంది. అలానే ఇంట్లో ఎవరన్నా బాగలేని వాళ్ళు ఉండి వాళ్ళకి సర్వీస్ చేస్తుంటే దానికి కూడా $12,000 గవర్నమెంటే ఇస్తుంది ఎదురు, దానికి ట్యాక్స్ ఉండదు. $12,000 అంటే యావరేజ్ అమెరికాలో ఒక 4-5 నెలల శాలరీ సార్, అది యావరేజ్. సో అంత అమౌంట్ గవర్నమెంట్ ఇస్తుంది. సో దానికి ట్యాక్స్ కూడా ఉంటుంది. మేబీ మనకి అమెరికా గురించి ఓన్లీ ఒక సైడే తెలుసండి, రిచ్నెస్. అక్కడ పూర్నెస్ మనకంటే దారుణంగా ఉంటుంది. వాళ్ళకి కూడా టోకెన్స్ ఇస్తారు. మనకి ఇక్కడ ₹5 భోజనం లాగా అక్కడ కూడా కొన్ని టోకెన్స్ ఉంటాయి. వాళ్ళు వెళ్ళి లోకల్ గా ఉండే మెక్డానల్డ్స్ లో వాళ్ళకి ఒక స్లిప్స్ ఇస్తారు, వాళ్ళు వెళ్ళి అక్కడ తింటుంటారు. వాళ్ళు హోమ్లెస్ అంటాం మనం. మేబీ ఇక్కడ అమెరికాలో మనకంటే దారుణంగానే ఉంటారండి అక్కడ కూడా, కథ చూపించరు అంతే అన్ని.
చూసాను సార్ వీడియో, యూట్యూబ్ వీడియోలో.
Sir, Mahesh sir.
Yes sir, tell me sir.
So regarding this certification, like so unless and until we complete all the 3 papers, we are not considered as a certified.
Not required sir, not required. For a job purpose you will get as an just an accountant or associate level. That package maximum 30,000 rupees per month sir.
No, you mean to say that if you finish only individual, or to say the one.
Yeah, without writing a certification also you can apply for jobs, but very less package.
Okay. So unless and until we complete 3 papers only, we'll get the certification, right?
No sir, with each paper we have a different certificate sir.
Okay.
First paper will be 1040 certification, second paper 1045, third 1065 will be the another paper. Each 1120 will be the third paper sir. Each paper have a different certification. Yeah. Example, in Microsoft, right, we have a Power BI separate certificate, Snowflake have a separate certificate, Power Apps have a separate certificate, right? Similar way here, 3 papers have a 3 different certifications sir.
Okay. For 3 papers, 3. Okay. Fine.
So what I am suggesting, learn all the 3 papers, but write only for 1 paper initially, and we can go ahead and say that once you got the job, that's fine. If you are getting less package, yes,
1040.
Your first month salary you can spend for second paper sir.
Yeah, that's what I can say, that I am 1040 certified, this one individual.
Yes, exactly.
I can go ahead and say that I am
1040. We will mention in the resume IRS certified sir.
IRS certified. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can go and search for here also IRS. That is here only you are going to apply for the tax filing also. that directly from the government. Say, sorry, IRS. irs.gov.in, you will get it, sir. This is the website. Okay. Okay, this IRS is existing from 250 years, sir. When they got a freedom, right, from that time onwards. Any tax, we are going to be filed from here, payments. So IRS fee file, tax records, employer IDA number, all the details we can, trainer will explain you one by one, entire website here. Okay. PTIN number costing around $19. That also important. Without PTIN number, you can't file the tax. Yes. Even without IRS certification, you can file, but without PTIN, you can't file the certain taxations. Okay, it's like a pan for us, but only for the PTIN certified people only can able to file the tax, and that have to be renewed every 2 years. Sorry, every 1 year, and $19 for every time. That too before January only you have to be get the certification. Okay, 1 year validity for that, January to December, regular year. Okay.
After completing the first paper, so I can apply and search for the jobs like US taxation. Right?
Yes. US tax analyst, US tax consultant, associate. In this level, we can search for the jobs.
What is the next level, sir? After that one?
So manager, up to managers, and only with the enrolled agent, we can expect a maximum package of 25 lakhs, even as a manager. After that, still we are expecting better in the sense we have to be upskill ourselves there into the CPA.
No, with only one paper.
CPA will be the auditing also, sir, not just tax filing. They are like auditors.
No, with only one paper, I'm saying, sir, only with the individual.
Only with the one paper, we can start initial career, sir. But I will suggest you to complete all 3 papers within the first year.
Okay.
Because
So
one paper, it will be the individual tax, right?
Yeah.
Business people will pay more than individual tax filings, right?
Yeah. But what I'm trying to say that we can go ahead and search for the jobs.
Yes. Without certification also, you can search for the job, sir. But the payment salary will be very less.
Okay, as a fresher only we can do, not for as a experience.
No, sir, not required. But any chance, if anyone have already experience in some other domain, example recently mortgage experience, we can showcase that mortgage experience because it's similar in the finance. If anyone have other domains, one also, if you have the skill set, we can showcase into the finance field, but without a certification. Now you completed the certification and you are applying for the job. Your finance knowledge can be considered, sir.
Okay.
You may expect a better package than the fresher.
Okay, sir. I have few doubts and I'll call you, sir, right now. Okay.
Yes, sure. You can ask.
And will we get hard copy of all the materials, sir, whatever you are teaching us?
PDF I will send you. You can take it as a printout.
Hello, sir.
And also we are making our website only to practice like multiple choice questions. Also we have a book also. We are planning to keep it in Amazon. That book only written by sir around 1 year back. Okay, the updated version we are planning to release in Amazon with a costing around 500 rupees. But that one also, once we plan, we will try to make it free for you people, only for the students.
Okay, sir.
The voucher, Amazon voucher, something we will provide you.
Okay.
But PDF we are going to be provide you, and also mock test, mock papers we will get it, and you can practice in our LMS system.
సార్ అది రేపటి నుంచి నా సార్ ఇది అంటే
రేపటి సో ఆల్రెడీ ఇది స్టార్ట్ అయిందని అనుకోవాలి సార్. రెగ్యులర్ కంటెంట్ ఒక టాపిక్ రేపటి నుంచి కవర్ అవుతుంది, ఓన్లీ ఫర్ ద పెయిడ్ స్టూడెంట్స్.
అదే సార్ అదే పెయిడ్ స్టూడెంట్స్ LMS పోర్టల్ యాక్సెస్ వస్తుంది.
అవును సార్, మీకు LMS యాక్సెస్ వస్తుంది. ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇది సార్ది అకౌంట్. సో దీన్ని నార్మలైజ్ చేయాలంటే ఐ విల్ ఓపెన్ అనదర్.
సార్ ఇది పేపర్ 1 క్లియర్ అయిన తర్వాత అంటే ఆగస్ట్ మేబీ అదే లెసన్స్ కంప్లీట్ అవుతాయి సార్. అప్పుడు స్లాట్ బుక్ చేసుకోవచ్చు కదా సార్?
స్లాట్ బుక్ చేయొచ్చు, ఆ టైంకి బుక్ చేసేయచ్చు. సెప్టెంబర్ లో ఎగ్జామ్ రాయొచ్చు సార్ మీరు. ఆగస్ట్ అయినా కానీ సెప్టెంబర్ నుంచి మాత్రమే పేపర్ కి ఎగ్జామ్ కి వాళ్ళ పర్మిషన్ ఇస్తున్నారు. సో సెప్టెంబర్ ఫస్ట్ వీక్ లో మనం ఎగ్జామ్ రాసుకోవచ్చు.
ఫస్ట్ వీక్ సెప్టెంబర్. ఓకే.
జనరల్ గా అయితే మే 1 నుంచే స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది సార్. ఈసారి మనకి వెండర్ మార్చడం వల్ల డిలే అయింది. సో సెప్టెంబర్ కి మూవ్ చేస్తున్నారు.
అంటే ఇప్పుడు లేదు సార్, అంటే ఇప్పుడు జూన్.
లేదు సార్, ఇప్పుడు ఎగ్జామ్ రాయడానికి లేదు ఈ 3 నెలలు.
ఓకే ఓకే ఓకే.
ఎవరైతే
But-
యుఎస్ లో ఆల్రెడీ ఉన్నారు, ఇందాక అను గారు యుఎస్ లో ఉన్నారు కదా, తను రాయొచ్చు.
బట్ అంటే త్రూఅవుట్ ది ఇయర్ ఉంటుంది, ఏప్రిల్ మార్చ్ మాత్రం ఉండదు కదా సార్ అది? అంటే
ఫెబ్ మార్చి 2 నెలలు జనరల్ అయితే సార్, ఫిబ్రవరి మార్చి 2 నెలలు ఎగ్జామ్ రాయడానికి ఉండదు మనకి. తర్వాత నుంచి 10 months ఎగ్జామ్ రాయడానికి ఉంటది. ఈ ఇయర్ మాత్రమే డిలే అయింది సార్.
ఇయర్ డిలే అయింది, బట్ నెక్స్ట్ ఇయర్ నుంచి కంటిన్యూ
Continue.
అలాగే ఉంటుంది. ఓకే.
అది కూడా వెండర్ ని చేంజ్ చేయటం వల్ల.
చేంజ్ చేయడం వల్ల అయింది, లేదంటే ఇప్పుడు రాసుకోవచ్చు లైక్ ప్రీవియస్ వెండర్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు
రాసుకోవచ్చు సార్.
ఓకే ఓకే సార్. ఓకే.
Hi, sir. It's Harpita.
యా హాయ్ హాయ్
Sir, actually, I am completed my MSc
మ్యామ్.
and I'm very new for this US tax analyst.
ఓకే ఓకే
With my husband's suggestion, I want to join here.
ఓకే.
So,
వేర్ ఆర్ యు ఫ్రమ్ మ్యామ్?
sir, I'm from Tumkur,
తుమ్కూరు. ఓకే
Karnataka.
ఓకే. వెన్ యువర్ గ్రాడ్యుయేషన్ కంప్లీటెడ్?
Sir, my graduation is 2021.
21. Okay. As of now, you didn't work anywhere?
Sir, I'm working in a assistant teacher.
Assistant teacher. Okay.
Last 1 year, I'll get a break for
Okay.
another exams.
Mhm.
So I want to
Sorry about you are not aware about this topic, right? Here, no one knows, man. Even to be frank, even I am also learning recently. Only trainer knows. He holding around 20 years experience. As a organizer, even I have heard recently, only around 8 months back, only I heard about this topic. I did some research. When I got to know there are a huge openings, I already discussed with a couple of people working in EY and
I listen all one.
So PwC and KPMG. Then I decided we will introduce this course in the KSR. Only to make it to get a more job for our students.
Okay. And I don't have any accounts in LinkedIn or whatever. I don't know.
We will help you to create a LinkedIn account, Naukri account, and all that's we will take care. Even today, 4 o'clock, we have a session on placement. Every alternate day, I only will take the placement cell session maximum. If I missed, our team will handle. In the placement cell session, it's a completely our team's responsibility to help you to get a call. If you are not getting calls, it's our responsibility. It's not help, guys. Usually people, some institution will say like, we are helping to get a calls, right? Here, it's not a help. It's a mandatory job for us. It's a responsibility.
Yes, sir. That's
We
why my
can
husband
consider you
also
are
told
paying
me.
for that also. So you have all the rights. If you are not getting calls, you can ask me in the placement cell. Mahesh, you promised me during the course enrollment, you will get a call. Now I'm not getting call. What I have to do? You have all the rights to ask me. I will take care of that.
Okay, sir. Nothing like that. So I'm very new about this field. And to be frankly,
Don't worry. We will teach from very scratch. The new thing again I'm explaining. No one knows about here now.
I know, sir. I know, but I am also having some fears about this field.
Yeah, I get it.
Not handling about anything about this.
Yeah. So example, go to a BCom guy and ask him like, what is the TDS for petrol? Accounting guy only, right?
Okay.
They are also may not aware because it's a law. When recently they change, it depends on that. The same laws we are going to be learned here. What are the facilities provided by US government while paying the tax? How to reduce the tax options we have. These are we are discussing, and depends on that we are just uploading, filing the form.
Yeah. I'm listening the trial classes now. But my husband is told me to join the class regularly.
Okay, who is your husband? Any of KSR student he was forcing you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Charan, I think.
Okay.
He's advising me to join here. So that's why I'm also wanted to try here.
Don't listen only his words, ma'am. Until unless you get a confident, don't join any course. Don't join even KSR if you are not confident with the technical skills. Until you have any questions, you can call us and we can take a own decision. Charan may have a very positive impression on KSR because he got a job, he completed course here. But until you got confident, no need to be joined. I will discuss with the Charan if required. You are not comfortable, you can avoid. That's fine. Okay.
No, sir.
But
it's not about comfortability, but I want to know about the. I'm very new about this now. That's why I'm asking you.
Okay. Again, I will tell you what it is. Enrolled agent will be our main job will be to file a tax for American government, American people who are settled in America, American citizen or H1B people. Anyone who are working in America who are getting income source from America, right? So all those people need to file a tax. So for that, individually they don't know all the concept where to reduce the tax, right? So we are going to help those people to reduce the tax. In that we have 3 papers.
Yeah, I know about the papers.
Yeah, right? First paper will be like for only individual tax filing. Second paper for a business tax filing. Third paper will be representation. Representation in the sense, if you got any issues, right, during the tax filing or else any queries from the government, we are going to be address that one. To fix that. That is the first paper. And second paper and third paper. And more job demand and more work will be having from January to April. These 4 months we may have a more pressure at the office. Rest of the time it will be in the decent way. And working hours also mostly maybe second shifts. Initial days, early stages. After that it's normal. I have connected with the multiple people. Pawan, maybe you can check with that KPMG manager what shifts he was working. Okay. So that is the task, ma'am. And out of the 3 papers, once completed
sir, అదే తను చెప్పారు సార్ ఒకసారి.
ఏది సార్ పవన్?
లేదు సార్, కంటిన్యూ చేయండి.
You can also tell me. Did he told which shift he was working?
అంటే ఒక నిమిషం సార్, తను మెసేజ్ చూస్తున్నా. తను పర్ డే an employee has to charge minimum 8 hours on the client, which totals 40 hours, and during the busy season it has to be minimum 10 hours per day. He told like that something.
But not a shift wise. It depends on the availability.
No. He told like basically it is 8 to 5. It is not based on timings, but the targets and budgets. He told like that.
Okay, that's great then.
Targets and budgets.
Okay, we are very happy. Depends on our comfortability. We can work on it. The busy schedule will be January to April. Okay. Busy schedule will be only January to April. Okay.
Okay.
So, and any other questions, team?
No, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sir, and the work is on offline or online?
Work will be from office only, ma'am. Don't assume like the work will be like online completely. Work from home, you may expect little less only, but it depends on the project and clients. You will get a chance to work from home. But now no company is asking to come to office completely, and no company is saying like you can do work from home completely. It's in a hybrid mode only, right? Currently,
Hybrid.
the same way for these people also.
Oh, okay, sir. Will you help me in the cracking of interviews or anything?
Yes. Mock entries we will conduct. So it's not about only helping to get the resume or calls. Until you get the job, it will be our responsibility. And I need to take your pics and need to keep in my status as you got placed.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
సార్ అదే తను ఏం చెప్పాడంటే KPMG is hiring for contract basis for 6 months, but there is a huge hiring in large scale అని చెప్పాడు. బట్ మేబీ అదర్ ఫర్మ్స్ ఈస్ hiring large scale.
యా సార్. సో అదే కదా, ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతున్నదే మనకు కనిపిస్తుంది అక్కడ. దట్స్ ఫైన్. ఓకే.
అదే తను అలా చెప్పాడు సార్.
Actually, those who are not having the certification, క్లరికల్ జాబ్, డేటా ఎంట్రీ, అసోసియేట్ లెవెల్లో కూడా సర్టిఫికేట్తో పని లేకుండా చాలా యూజ్. ఆ డేటా ఎంట్రీ టైప్ ఉంటుందండి, వాళ్ళు తీసుకుంటారండి యూజ్. కానీ ఈ సర్టిఫికేట్ అంటే ప్రొఫెషనల్ వీళ్ళ రిక్వైర్మెంట్ ఉంటుంది. ఎందుకంటే ఫైలింగ్తో అయిపోదు. ఫైలింగ్ తర్వాత అడ్వాన్స్ ట్యాక్స్ అండ్ TDS అండ్ తర్వాత రెగ్యులర్ ఫార్మ్స్ అండ్ బ్యాంక్తో ఇంటరాక్ట్ అవటం, తర్వాత ఫిన్సెన్ అనే ఒక డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ఉందండి, ఆ డిపార్ట్మెంట్కి డేటాని సబ్మిట్ చేయటం, ఇవంతా ఉంటుంది. అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ ఇయర్కి క్లయింట్ ప్లానింగ్, ఇదంతా కూడా అడ్వైజరీ. తర్వాత నోటీసెస్కి రెస్పాండ్ అవటం, తర్వాత April 15th అయినా కూడా లాస్ట్ డ్యూ డేట్. ఎక్స్టెన్షన్స్ ఉంటాయండి October 15th వరకు. కొన్ని కేసుల్లో అయితే December 15th వరకు కూడా ఉంటుంది. ఈ వర్క్ అంతా కూడా ఈ కాంట్రాక్ట్ బేస్ మీద తీసుకుంటారు కదండి. జస్ట్ డిగ్రీ కంప్లీట్ అయిన వాళ్ళకి ఒక 10 days ట్రైనింగ్ ఇచ్చి డేటా ఎంట్రీ కోసం తీసేసుకుంటారండి. మీరు చెప్పింది అదే కరెక్ట్. కానీ ఇది కాదు, వీళ్ళు కంప్లీట్గా ప్రొఫెషనల్స్ అండి. వీళ్ళు త్రూ అవుట్ ద ఇయర్ ఉండాల్సింది. అండ్ వన్ మోర్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ పాయింట్, ఆర్గనైజేషన్స్ ఆర్ బేసికల్లీ డివైడింగ్ టు 2 types. వేరే వాళ్ళు వర్క్ చేయించడం ఒకటి, రెండోది క్యాప్టివ్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్స్. క్యాప్టివ్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్స్ గురించి ఇంకా మేము మాట్లాడలేదు. క్యాప్టివ్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్స్ అయితే అక్కడ పే స్కేల్ డిఫరెంట్గా ఉంటుంది అండ్ పర్మనెంట్ ఎంప్లాయీస్గా ఉంటారండి.
అంటే ఎగ్జాంపుల్ సార్
క్యాప్టివ్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు డెలాయిట్ తీసుకున్నాం అనుకోండి, వేరే క్లయింట్ వర్క్ తీసుకొచ్చి మన చేత చేయిస్తున్నారు కదా.
అవును సార్, అవును.
అట్లా కాకుండా రిలయన్స్ కంపెనీ ఉందనుకోండి, రిలయన్స్ కంపెనీ ఓన్ గా ఎవరికి ట్యాక్స్ సర్వీస్ ఇవ్వట్లేదు, కానీ ఆ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ కి ట్యాక్స్ మ్యాటర్స్ చాలా ఉంటాయి.
ఓకే సార్.
పర్మనెంట్ స్టాఫ్ కావాలి వాళ్ళకి. అంటే మీ
ఓకే, అంటే ఈ యాంగిల్ నాకు తెలియదు సార్, అంటే ఈ కొత్తది ఇది.
యాక్చువల్లీ నోన్ పాయింట్ కాబట్టి బిగ్ ఫోర్ అని చెప్తాం తప్ప అంతకు మించి ఎంతో ఉందండి. క్యాపిటల్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ వచ్చేది కూడా నార్మల్ ఈ కన్సల్టెన్సీ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ లో 6 lakh తో స్టార్ట్ అయితే డైరెక్ట్ గా 10+ తో స్టార్ట్ అవుతుందండి క్యాపిటల్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్. అది మేము చెప్పలేదు ఇప్పటి వరకు.
అంటే అదే టెక్ సైడ్ లో ప్రొడక్ట్ అండ్ సర్వీస్ బేస్డ్ ఎలా ఉంటాయో ఇలా ఇలా ఇక్కడ అలా ఉంటాయి కదా
సార్. యూజ్ డేటా ఎంట్రీ వర్క్ ఉంటుందండి. వాళ్ళకి ట్యాక్స్ ప్రొవిజన్ మీద కానీ, ట్యాక్స్ అప్లికేషన్ కానీ, ఫార్మ్స్ గురించి కానీ, దాన్ని ఫిల్ చేయడం కానీ, దాని వెనకాల బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ గురించి కానీ అవసరం లేదు. లేబర్ కావాలి, డేటా ఎంట్రీ కావాలి. ఒక 500 మెంబర్స్ తీసుకుంటారు, డేటా ఎంట్రీ కొట్టేస్తారు, వాడికి సబ్జెక్ట్ తో సంబంధం లేదు, కాపీ చేయటమేనండి, కట్ అండ్ కాపీ. వాళ్ళంతా కూడా రిటర్న్ ఫైలింగ్ అయిన తర్వాత వాళ్ళు బయటకు వెళ్తారు, కాంట్రాక్ట్ మాట్లాడింది అది. కానీ ఈ సర్టిఫికేషన్, ఈ ప్రొఫెషనల్ త్రూ అవుట్ ఇయర్ ఉండాల్సిందే, ఆర్గనైజేషన్ వర్క్ చేయాల్సిందే. ఇది ఫైలింగ్ తో అయిపోలేదండి, దానికి ఫాలో అప్ తో ఉంటుంది అసలు వరకు. దానికి కావాల్సింది ప్రొఫెషనల్ అండి.
ఓకే సార్, ఓకే 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 సార్. తను మేబీ అలా చెప్పిండొచ్చు 6 months కాంటాక్ట్ అలా చెప్పిండొచ్చు. ఓకే ఓకే సార్, ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
స్టార్ట్అప్స్ కి మిడ్ రేంజ్ కంపెనీస్ కూడా ప్రాజెక్ట్ ని మూవ్ చేస్తున్నారు. అలా వీవర్ అనే ఒక కంపెనీలో ఉండే హెడ్ తో కూడా నిన్న మాట్లాడాను నేను చెన్నైలో. సో ఈ వేలో చాలా ఓపెనింగ్స్ ఉన్నాయి దీనిపైన. బల్క్ హైరింగ్ ఈ టైంలో డిసెంబర్ లో హైర్ చేసుకుంటారు, కాంట్రాక్ట్ బేస్డ్ వీళ్ళని, ఏది డిగ్రీ ఇలా ఉన్న వాళ్ళని హైర్ చేసుకుని ఆ 4 to 6 months మాత్రమే యూజ్ చేసుకుంటారు. అందులో బాగా ఉన్నారనుకున్న వాళ్ళు ఫుల్ టైం తీసుకుంటారు. అదే ఓన్లీ డిగ్రీ వాళ్ళు, అది కూడా దొరక్కపోవటం వల్ల టెక్నికల్ ఎక్స్పర్ట్స్ 2000 మందే ఉన్నారు సార్ ఈఏ సర్టిఫైడ్ ఇండియాలో. ఓన్లీ 2000 people ఆర్ దేర్ ఇన్ ఎన్రోల్డ్ ఏజెంట్ సర్టిఫైడ్ పీపుల్ ఇన్ ఇండియా, ఎంటైర్ ఇండియా.
సార్ అదే రీసెర్చ్ చేశాను సార్, అది
అదే
టోటల్లీ వరల్డ్ వైడ్ ఓన్లీ 93,000 సంథింగ్ ఇస్ దేర్ EA.
ఓకే ఓకే.
But most of them are residing in America, but not outside America. Like Indians are very few.
Again, exactly,
Yeah.
It's as of now, these projects are not moved to outside India. Now, because of the budget issue, they are pushing to outside India. Their first priority will be like in only India, only their first priority. Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's the reason I'm saying like how IT jobs are entered into the India around 30 years back, right, sir? Because of the cheap labor. To be frank, India will be the one of the cheap labor working for an IT sectors. That's the reason all the projects came to India. China also have one option, but they don't know English properly. That's the advantage. India enter into the IT market, and we are getting a very huge number of opportunities here, right? So now, enrolled agent also similarly in the same situation. Now all these kind of jobs will be coming to the India. By 2030, companies are expecting at least 1 lakh people are required for as an enrolled agents.
సరే సార్, అదే తెలుసు సార్, అదే అలా ఐటీ సేమ్ ఐటీ లాగే ఇది ట్యాక్స్ కూడా వస్తుంది.
ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ.
అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఐటీలో కాంపిటీషన్ ఉంది కదా సార్, వియట్నాం అక్కడ కూడా చూస్తున్నారు వాళ్ళు, యూఎస్ఏ వాళ్ళు.
కానీ జనాభా ఎంత ఉన్నారు, మొత్తం తిప్పేస్తే మన గుంటూరు అంత ఉండరు వియత్నాంలో.
అదే సార్, అదే వాళ్ళు అదే ఎక్కడో న్యూస్ చూసాను. సో దే ఆర్ లుకింగ్ ఫర్ అదర్ కంట్రీస్ లైక్ వియట్నాం,
Philippines, Malaysia,
Philippines,
coming to the IT, but their count is very less, sir.
Yeah.
Entire Singapore also having 30 lakhs only. Only Kukatpally had more than 30 lakhs people.
Yeah.
Right? So,
yes, correct.
Even they are able to enter into the IT, but they can't compete with Indians in IT sector. Similar way in the finance sector also.
Yes, sir.
Finance point of view, compared to Indians, no one can reduce the tax, sir. We know all the laws and all the so we have that kind of financial from the childhood days onwards, right? So we won't spend too. So Indian people, Americans also aware about Indian people will reduce the cost. That's the reason most of the IT companies hiring as the CEOs Indian people only. This is one actually people only from the technical point of view. But at finance point of view also, Indian can able to make more money than any others. They can save more money actually.
Yeah, they can make and save both.
Yes. That's the only intention. Maybe we will get a more opportunities in future. Now it's a very demand supply issue is there. Even if you have a very basic knowledge also, enter into the enrolled agent will be easy compared to IT.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And you can see like, I guess here how many people are still there? 20. Maybe except me, 19 people. All 19, I guess at least 16 people are from BTech background. BE, BTech, right? Any other domains? BCom, MBA? Apart from
BCom, sir.
Accounts, grade 1.
BCom,
Any
sir.
others? BCom 2. Any other?
BSc.
BSc.
BSc,
So BSc,
sir.
which domain in BSc?
BSc, computer science.
Computers. No, you are not eligible there. So apart from computers, I'm asking here any other domains, people. Okay. No, I'm asking the reason. All we people are like forcing into the IT only. But now we got an opportunity which is not relevant to IT, but having the similar kind of packages. 100 people out of why I'm trying to tell you this one. Out of 100 people, 90 people are chasing to the IT related courses or IT related BTech or graduation only. But we have a lot many other opportunities apart from IT now. Remember, in future, BCom also will get a huge demand.
Yes, sir.
In my graduation time, degree or BCom in a sense, they will look at very cheap way. BTech only the graduation for them. Now things are changing again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hope all good. Any questions? So fee related and all, you can connect with your respective team members. Maybe you are in touch with our team, right? They will guide you how to pay and all. So, or else you can pay from the application directly in the app. You have an option. So if you want, I will show you that one also.
సార్ రామకృష్ణ సార్ ప్రెసెంట్ కూడా ఎన్రోల్డ్ ఏజెంట్ గా వర్క్ చేస్తున్నారా?
అవును సార్, ఆయన ఆల్రెడీ ఆయనకు ఓన్ కంపెనీ ఉంది సార్, ఫర్మ్. ఆయన ఈ అమెరికన్ కన్సల్టెన్సీస్ కి వర్క్ చేస్తారు. ఆయన సిఏ, సిపిఏ అండ్ ఈఏ సార్. ఆయన ఈఏ మీద ఒక ఇది లేదు కానీ ఆయన బుక్ రాశారు సార్ ఆల్రెడీ. ఈఏ ఎగ్జామ్ ని కంప్లీట్ చేయడం కోసమని ఆయన ఒక బుక్ రాశారు. అది అమెజాన్ లో పెడతాను సార్ నేను. ఆయన రాసి ఓన్లీ ఇక్కడ ఇండివిజువల్ గా ఇస్తున్నారు. సో అది అమెజాన్ లో పెడదాం దాన్ని, మన వెబ్సైట్. అండ్ okay, here you can see the paid session. Under paid session, enrolled agent. Yeah, here will be the course fee. You can pay from here directly, sir. And in Hyderabad or Bangalore also, or Delhi also, only 2 or 3 institutions are there, sir, for who are teaching enrolled agent. Even those also, their main focus on CPA, not on enrolled agent. I can say proudly, we are the one who are focusing enrolled agent as a separately. Okay, so this will be the, you can pay directly from the app, sir. Okay, you just click here, you will get all the options. Yeah, tell me, ma'am.
Any part payments unnaya sir, full payment kaakunda?
Yes, maybe you can check with our team and so part payments ante maybe price koncham increase avvachu. Meer team to check cheyandi. Evarto touch lo unnaru?
Actually ever contact avvaled naku.
Avuna, meer okkasari na number ki message pettandi, ma team మీకు touch loki vastaru. You can write it down, my number 99.
Sir, I know your number, sir, actually.
You know, okay, మీరు కాల్ చేయండి, మా టీం కి ఎవరికొకరికి అసైన్ చేస్తాను.
Okay, sir. Okay.
ఈవెన్ మిస్ కాల్ ఇచ్చినా వాళ్ళ కాల్ వెళ్తే తర్వాత వాళ్ళే మీకు కాల్ బ్యాక్ చేస్తారు.
Okay. And one more doubt, sir. ఇప్పుడు ఇది సర్టిఫికేషన్ అయ్యాక మన రెన్యువల్ ఉంటుందా సార్? ఇది అంటే ఎలా మళ్ళీ ఎగ్జామ్ మళ్ళీ రాయడం ఉంటుందా అలా?
ఒకసారి పాస్ అయితే ఫైనల్
సార్ ఐఎమ్ నాట్.
ఒకసారి కంప్లీట్ అయితే అంతే అండి. అది ఇప్పుడు మనకి ఇంటర్మీడియట్ డిగ్రీ ఎలాగో ఒకసారి ఇది కూడా ఎగ్జామ్ రాస్తే ఇది అంతే. దీనికి రెన్యువల్ ఉండదు. ఓన్లీ పీటీఐ నెంబర్ ఉంటుంది కదా, దానికి మాత్రమే రెన్యువల్. అది కూడా $19. 19.
ఓకే ఓకే సార్.
అంటే అరౌండ్ 1900 2000 అవుతుంది. అది ఇయర్ కి ఒకసారి రెన్యువల్. సర్టిఫికేట్ కావాలనుకుంటే
ఓకే.
సో వన్స్ మీకు జాబ్ వచ్చిన తర్వాత కంపెనీస్ పెద్దగా పట్టించుకోండి. ఆ సర్టిఫికేట్ మళ్ళా కావాలి ఆ నెంబర్స్ ఇవన్నీ అవి వాళ్ళు మేనేజ్ చేస్తారు. ఇనిషియల్ గా అంత వరకు ఆ పీటీఐ నెంబర్స్, ఎంఎన్సీ వాళ్ళకి వెళ్ళిపోయిన తర్వాత వాళ్ళు చూసుకుంటారు అవన్నీ.
ఓకే సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
హోప్ ఆల్ గుడ్ గైస్. ఎనీ క్వశ్చన్స్? అండ్ రేపటి నుంచి లింక్స్ ఏమి ఉండవు. యూ హ్యావ్ టు బి జాయిన్ డైరెక్ట్లీ ఫ్రమ్ ద వెబ్సైట్ అండ్ యాప్. So our team will guide you how to join from the app, how to pay the fees, and you have any other things, we can discuss with them. Okay. All good, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So we'll meet tomorrow then. Thank you. Thank you, team.